This morning, I'm going to take a few minutes because my new book just came in. Now, Not Later. And I'm going to review all the books that I've written real quickly here, just so you have an idea of kind of what, like where my past history has been with these books. This is the first one that I wrote in 2009. During that 2008 and 9 real estate market / crash, I was inspired to write this book, Secrets to Mastering the Art of Home Selling, How to Master Using the 30, 60, 90-Day Home Pricing Strategy, which honestly, more than ever, relates to the 2008 and 9 era for today in 2025. So if you want to learn how to price your home right to begin with, this is the book that you want to get. And so let me know if you're interested in that book. My next book that I wrote is called Reinvent. And in this book, I wrote in about 2015, I wrote about inspiring you to have better health, better exercise, better routine. And the way to do that is to find something you love to do. And I love bicycle riding. It doesn't even feel like exercise to me. And that's why I wrote this book, to inspire you to get into a routine so that you can have better health. The next one that I wrote is From Survival to Sacred. And what this book is all about, in this picture of Christ, is a picture that my daughter, she drew it with a watercolor. She's a watercolor artist, and she does a phenomenal job. And what this book does is it inspires you to think about your life in 4 laps, and where are you at in that transformation and how to get to that point of sacred in your life. And since I'm at a point where I feel like I'm in the final lap in this sacred point of my life, I wanted to share with you on not only how I got to that point, but what I did during each one of those phases of my life. So that's this book right here, From Survival to Sacred. This next book it's basically called a business card book, but it's so much more than just a business card. It's a book, and it's a book about my personal life from when I was a child and what my mom and dad did to help raise me to the person that I am today. And I owe so much to them and their inspiration. And then what I did to actually get where I am today, as far as taking over the company for my dad, who started it back in 1986, and how my sister and my brother and I actually now run the company. And so this is my journey in the my real estate career, and it gives you a good idea of how things have gone for me, that entire process. This next book was written just earlier this year, Building Your Rental Empire and then Unlocking Secrets to Growing Passive Income. I started investing in some rental properties, way back in like 1992. And that was my first, it was my second home, but I kept it as a rental property. And eventually refinanced it on a 15-year loan, got the house paid off. Then I was investing in other rental property at the same time, and was able to eventually get those homes paid off. And it creates so much peace of mind in my life, knowing that my income is, comes and goes. Being in the real estate business, there's no guaranteed income. Well, there can be when you make good friends and things like that, but it's nice to have that to fall back on. And I think everybody would love that. Everybody would love some passive income. This book is my story and how I got where I am today with that. And this book that just came in the mail yesterday to me, so that I can get out to you, this is a book called Now, Not Later. And it's basically helping people understand that if you're ready now to do something, to buy a home or to sell your home, now is the time. Don't wait because of what the market's doing, or because of what the market's not doing, or because of uncertainty in the world, or because of just concerns about, we would do something if this wasn't happening in the world today. Well, don't worry about what's happening in the world today. Do it because it's important to you now and you're ready now. So that is speaking to you now, not later. And I love this book. And I was going to mention one thing in this book on chapter 4. In chapter 4, it says, timing life, not markets. They're two different clocks. This is a wonderful chapter on explaining what I'm talking about. Timing life, not markets. Timing, it's all about your life and timing your life. It's not about waiting for the perfect market, because, by the way, the perfect market never happens. I always dreamed of a market being like the market it was in COVID, during COVID-19, but it was such a very unbalanced market. It was, I put a listing in the market and I got 20 offers, but it was very, very difficult to work with a buyer and help them get a house, because a lot of the buyers that I was working with couldn't compete with like the guys that had deep pockets and stuff like that. So I think the market's a good market right now. It's certainly a good time to invest. Let's talk more about it. If you have questions, I'm happy to chime into you a little bit today and share. I love to write books because these are the things that I'm most passionate about, and I want to share these, and the way that I can express and share these the most is by actually writing a book and getting it out there and getting copies to you. If you're interested in any one of these books, be sure to direct message me and we'll make sure you can get a copy of one of these books or more, one or more of these books, okay? Talk to you later. Appreciate and love you guys. See ya. Bye.